You're factually wrong because this report was submitted on the 4th of October 2010.
Well,
and the report was submitted, one made by a person who was the additional principal chief conservator of forest, Jagdish Prasad Sharma. And entire story of illegal mining of stone and stone slabs in Nagaur, Unchera forest ranges were all given. It was a big fat report which was given to the Minister for Mineral Resources, and that was in October 4, 2010. The 1 year and 1.5 years has passed and your government has done nothing. So, you know, you can't feign ignorance. I want to get in Arun Bhatia. Arun Bhatia, people of this country are sick and tired of this kind of incident happening. You know, we wring our hands for a couple of days and then another officer dies after a few days. Isn't it become too much of a story that can be repeated again and again? What should be done to sort of, you know, make sure public memory is not short?
And Naqvi and this lady on your show, sir, are saying, oh, we didn't know.
Yeah.
Huge acres being mined, people being employed, stone being transported, money by mafia people being given to political parties. And when somebody gets shot, we say, oh, we didn't know. Naqvi has the audacity to come on national TV and say that no report reached him and that this particular officer who's now been martyred didn't submit a report. The question is that even if he didn't, the administration, anybody who knows anything about field administration knows that everyone knows about this. All the villagers know about this. They line up for jobs in these quarries. You have the kerosene mafia, you got the sand mafia, the iron ore mafia. Iron ore, I'm told, this is what the rumor says, was exported to China where they set up steel mills. Now the political parties, we have to understand, all politicians may not be hardcore mafia, but they rely on the mafia. These are the people who get the votes. These are the people who give the money. And now, the mafia has reached a level of confidence where they say nobody can touch them. If they've committed a murder, the political masters will support them. So this lady from the BJP,
they feel empowered.
Said, oh, action will be taken.
They feel empowered.
Prasad Yadav also did this in the year of our Lord 2002. What nonsense is this? You knew about it. Everybody knows about it. You did nothing. Now why do you say we'll take strict action? Nonsense. Nobody's going to believe you. Nobody.
If the administration wants,
who should be brought.
If an administration wants, it can do something.
With due respect to Mr. Bhatia, if the Madhya Pradesh government does not act and if the guilty is not brought to task within a stipulated time
I'm not talking about this case.
You're not talking about this case. I'm not talking about this case alone. The entire nation is talking about Narendra Kumar.
Well, I am talking about Narendra Kumar in the backdrop of inaction by the Madhya Pradesh government.
But if you
mining is going on in Jabalpur, Katni, Satna, Sindhi, Singrauli. This is a worse than Bellary kind of situation. And KJ Alphonse, aren't you completely embarrassed? You've been known as a demolition man, an upright IAS officer. Now you're a member, I'm told, of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and your party is sitting and doing nothing about it. This national loot by these thieves and murderers continues. Today a young officer has lost his life. What are you going to do as a member of the BJP today to put pressure on your party to act and not pretend to be blind?
I'm here as an IAS officer, as a former IAS officer, as a former commissioner DDA. I guess the BJP view is being
but you're also a BJP. But you're a BJP leader. Now you're a member of the national executive of the BJP.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Number one, I feel terrible. A 30-year-old IPS officer, young IPS officer with courage of conviction, losing his life is. I feel terrible. This country needs a lot of IAS and IPS officers with courage, and there are not too many people with the courage of conviction to stand up for what they believe in and really go out and do this kind of thing which Mr. Narendra Kumar did. And that's why losing an officer like him, I think, is a terrible thing for me personally.
Sure, but now what?
For the nation.
Okay, so now what?
Now, number two, now the action taken on this happened today. The Home Minister and the DGP have gone to the site. I'm told the Chief Minister has gone to the site. The driver has been arrested, and I'm sure it is not going to stop with the driver. They're going to investigate further, find out. I mean,
so the Inspector General of Police on the show today left it at that. He didn't say anything. The Inspector General of Police said, no politician knows about it, you see. This is happening by anonymous people.
The Inspector, I heard the Inspector General of Police, possibly he's not very articulate. Now the Home Minister has gone there, the DGP has gone there, now the Chief Minister is going there.
Who wants lip service? Who wants lip service, Mr. Alphonse?
Investigate.
Who wants lip service, Mr. Alphonse?
But unless you have an investigation.
People don't want lip service, Mr. Alphonse. There has to be an acknowledgement that Madhya Pradesh is today a den of the illegal mafia, mining mafia. There is no acknowledgement of that.
See, Arnab, you see, take one fact. The fact that this officer has been allowed to catch people, he's been there for past 2 years, 2 months. He's been chasing the mafia for the past 2 months. He's been allowed to continue to do that, which obviously means that the government gave him the freedom to act, which obviously means that the government is serious about dealing with this mafia. Now, the Chief Minister is going there, the Home Ministry is
the government is not serious. It has not acted on previous reports.
How mighty and powerful they are.
No, the government is only going there. The government is only going there to do damage control. If it was serious about taking on the mining mafia, it would not be sitting on the mountains of evidence about mining mafia and dismissing it as a political conspiracy. Shivraj Singh Chauhan's so-called clean image is a myth. It's an absolute myth unless he acts against this
See, I expect governments everywhere to take action. I expect people to have the courage of conviction.
But they haven't.
I mean, I dealt with it in Delhi when I was a commissioner DDA.
They haven't.
Demolished 14,000 buildings. I did it. My wife was beaten up. She was almost left for dead. She has 7 stitches on the head. My kids were beaten up. I continued with my work. Now the point is, here this officer has been there for a few months and he's been trying to do an amazing job. Nobody stopped him. Now, unfortunate. I mean, it's terrible that he's got killed. Now, we need to
How do you know nobody stopped him?
I think these are big lessons.
How do you
Well, we got to stop. We got to begin with this incident and say, this cannot happen anywhere in the country.
No, we have said this long enough. Mr. Alphonse, we have said it long enough. This cannot happen. This should not happen. We keep saying these things. You see, every time there is a killing, every time there is a Shanmugam, every time there is a Narendra Kumar Singh, we get together and we say it cannot happen. But it happens, Srivatsa. Why does it happen?
Adnan, I want to make a larger point.
Come on this point. On this point.
It happens because we are part of a very venal system. Yeah. And every single person in every square inch of land tries to make a fast buck. This is no secret, but I'm trying to make a larger point on this service. They're motivated, honest officers, youngsters who at the age of 24 pass one of the most toughest exams in the world and get into the IAS and IPS and go and work in God-forsaken places with or without security.
Absolutely.
And the point I'm trying to make, Arnab, is the media should put up cases of successes. People who have fought, you always like to show up people who have cheated.
Sivatsa, one minute. Don't try and flip it. Don't try and flip it on the media. No, this is a very standard diversionary tactic.
When Adarsh happens, you will name 10 IAS officers and say, sab chor hain. Here is a young IPS officer who has gone and fought. Please chase the case to its end.
We will chase the case.
Don't close it next week when some other scandal happens.
No, one sec.
Will you promise me that on your show today?
I think people who watch this channel
will you promise me today Narendra Kumar's death will not go in vain?
Let me tell you this. Since you've said it, it's a standard tactic. People who watch Times Now know that Times Now does not need to be reminded about following story. Yes, we will. But my question is, those investigators who need to follow up, those who can make a difference, the people who've been sitting on these reports, they are the people responsible.
So follow them. Put pressure on them.
We constantly follow all of them. But I am telling you today, one second. Tell me which IAS officer, IPS officer, somebody's son or daughter is studying for an IPS exam today.
They are
watching this today.
They will not come
and they are saying that when you try to fight the system, you get this letter. Yes, when they kill you, you get this letter. Oh, I'm so sorry that they killed your son. That's it. You get this letter. It's over with this letter, right? So don't put it to the media. The media knows its job. I'm telling you today, you tell me what are the people who have been covering up for the illegal mining mafia in Karnataka and in Madhya Pradesh and in Andhra Pradesh. What are they going to do? Who are they responsible for?
State after state. I'm saying precisely because they have nowhere to go, the media needs to chase them.
One second. The media has chased Shanmugam Manjunath. The media has chased Satyendra Dubey. Today, Times Now's headline is not that the nation has celebrated Holi. That's for other channels to do that.
So
I am putting this story on the mat.
Otherwise, you're going to end up with a spoils bureaucracy like the US, where it will not be a fair, neutral system.
One second.
You will have politicos running every single position of permanent executive.
The anger is outrage is spreading so hard today. I can tell you that people who are watching Times Now today, before we came in, you should see the emails and SMSs we've got from people. And they feel that in this country, you can just snuff out a young life if he takes on the system. And besides this, what angers people is this one letter. Oh, I'm so sorry, he died. We'll investigate it. We'll put a commission of inquiry and let's meet after 2 years. That's what happens, China. That's what's happening. And people, young people out there are getting more and more angry and frustrated with this rotten system.
And TSR Subramaniam come into the system to do work.
Well, you have to come into the system to make a change. TSR Subramaniam, I'm asking you tonight, how do we ensure that this story does not die?
Arnab, this is a typical way of the mafia. Everywhere, I've seen it so many times. In extreme cases, teach a lesson which will spread to thousands of other officers.
They want to teach a lesson.
Not come and stand in their way. The only way to fight fire is with fire. You have to go back and teach the mafia that if you do that, we will chase you. Within 3 months, we will run you
and
to the
we will
ground
finish you
and send you to jail for 25 years.
Yeah.
So that is the solution that we have now. We need, therefore, every such case. What did we do when Manjunath did that? What did we do to the officer in Maharashtra? It's dead and gone. We have to make sure that in this particular case, the conspirators, whoever they are, I don't know the facts, must be run down to the ground, hunted to the ground, and then taken, and then within 3 months.
Who makes the money?
You tell. In every such instance. So we have to fight fire with fire. That's the only way to